Hello my loves and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry about the little delay in posting. I just went on a lovely holiday in Croatia, and during the time I was there I actually reached a big milestone on my Instagram. So I've been feeling quite, nostalgic over my journey through Instagram, which has been showing the whole journey of my vintage style, my fashion, and my progress and everything, and what changed and what hasn't changed. And I thought it might be fun to look at those old pictures, those old outfits, and I'm going to give them a rating now and see what things I love and what things I do not love. And I thought it would be cool to have a little look at that. So I'm going to go right back to the depths of the archive, my first Instagram posts, and kind of go through the first couple years of my vintage style. So let's go. So I have been dressing vintage for a long time now. My first post is 343 weeks, 2018. 18th of November 2018. I think everyone marks that in their calendars. It's a very special date for everyone because it's the day I transitioned from Adidas, probably, to TK Maxx is where my first dress is actually from. So I think the reason I got into dressing 60s was definitely because of the Beatles. I assume it was because, if the Beatles like the way that these girls are dressing, their girlfriends, then I should probably dress like that, just in case, they might want me too. They would have been like 75 at that point. But here's hoping, always optimistic. Okay, so this first outfit, super iconic for my lore. I still had red hair. This was box dye red. It's turned a bit gingery now. I already knew I wanted to go blonde soon, but that was going to take a while. It's my first attempt at the makeup. I still didn't know how to do this arch, or the eyelashes, or anything really. But I gave it a go. I asked my mum to try, I asked my sister to try, and no one could do it. So I couldn't do the arch, but we gave it a go anyway. So the dress is this knitting, it actually was not a mini dress, it was quite long, I think to the knee, but I was like, it has to be a mini dress, right? That's like the rules. So I just kind of pulled it up and hoped for the best, and I actually pulled it up quite a bit too much. And it's got this sort of mustard ribbed fabric with a white sort of V-neck piping detail, and I think it looks pretty good vintagey. It looks pretty vintage. And I have this red woolen jacket, which was very oversized but kind of a cool silhouette. This was borrowed from my friend, and I thought it was pretty cool. It worked pretty well. I would never normally do red and orange together, but that was all I had, so that's what I did. I had some square kind of sunglasses I stole from my mum, a red hairband because I've seen a lot of pictures where women were wearing hairbands, and gold hoop earrings, which I don't really know what that is about. I guess I kind of thought earrings were 60s, I'm not too sure. And then I have these little red shoes. Firstly, I think the shoes are really good. I only got rid of them because I got them completely ruined. I fell in a ditch basically. But they were kind of red suede Mary Janes, and they were really nice. So good shoe choice. Overall, for the first try, I do not think this outfit is that bad. My hair could do with a little work. I just cut a fringe a week before this, and I still didn't know how to style it, so it would always separate in the middle. So yeah, my hair isn't really styled or anything, but I don't really know how to do that. Overall, I think this is all right. I would rate this a 9 out of 10. I would maybe 8 out of 10 for a first try. I think maybe I would wear this now, just change a few things around. But it's a good go. So we're moving into the spring of 2019. Fringe is longer, dreams are bigger about 60s, making this account more of a blog kind of thing. At this point in time, as was the fashion of the time, there was not many vintage style bloggers on Instagram. Don't get me wrong, there were some out there, but it was nowhere near as much as what it is now. I didn't have many people I knew on there. I knew Devon Crimson, she was my god, still love her, and there wasn't many others, so I kind of had to figure it out by myself as I go, or at least maybe there was and I just couldn't find them. So, and that's my excuse for this outfit. So I'm still learning about what makes the 60s the 60s, and I got a mini skirt there, pink corduroy button-up mini skirt and some white tights. Okay, the shirt, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I guess I was going for like a monochrome kind of outfit, which is okay. I don't know where the shirt is from, probably a supermarket, like an M&S, Marks and Sparks shirt, and it's striped and I tied it at the waist. I don't think it's that bad. I just think everything looks like it doesn't fit quite right. I don't know, like all the proportions just don't look right. And maybe I'm being harsh on myself, but this is just, you know, me go way back, so we're cool with it. Of course I've got a hair tie on my wrist. That was in so many pictures. I hated that when I saw that back, but what can you do? These white boots, I think they're like white Chelsea boots. They're supposed to look more like go-go boots, but they look too big for me. Some circle glasses, which I guess, yeah, that works. I think I know the photo I was actually inspired by with this one, but I didn't have any of the stuff to look like it, so that was my best bet. I would give this one a 5. I don't know why, I just really don't like it. April 2019, I was coming up to my 16th birthday and I wanted to try my hands at a little rock and roll look, bless her. So not too bad. Ben's Collector's Records, big up. So I'm wearing this leather jacket, I think it's from Zara, and I'm pretty sure I still have it to this day. I need like a nice good vintage. I have a couple vintage leather jackets, but this one is just so soft and comfortable. He wanted to come up, but now he's not so sure. So I don't really know what's going on with this. I feel like it looks more like 2000s, the 70s or something like that, or HMV the 70s, because I got this shirt from HMV. If you don't know, if you're not English, it's kind of like a record shop, but a very like a chain sort of shop. Just a Led Zeppelin t-shirt. I love that one. I kept it for so long, but I mean now I don't really use it. It was like way too big for me. It did not fit in the right way. The flares are from my mum. I stole them. I actually really liked them for ages. They weren't so much flare as they were boot cut. I wished at that point that I had a nice big bell bottom shape, but I just was working with what I had, okay? And then some kind of suede heeled boots. They're not too bad. I mean, they only went up to the ankle, which I didn't like, so I only wore them with the boot cut jeans. And my hair is in like I kind of backcombed it and did a high ponytail, which is not really what you would do in the 70s, but it looks okay. And you can see here's where I'm going from brown hair and it's starting to go blonde. I've got little stripes in it, so we're well on the way. This outfit overall is not bad. Would it have killed me to do some accessories or something? I don't know. Maybe I didn't have any. I kind of like the simplicity. I think it's all right. I still have that record now. It was such a find. So yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna give that a 7 out of 10. Actually, going back to 2018 December, my second post. I wasn't gonna bring this one up, but I actually thought I might as well. This one I really love. There was this old telephone box in like just like abandoned one, and I dragged my sister up the hill so she could take a picture of me. Big up, Emily, thank you. This dress, I think it's from ASOS. I still have it, but I've hemmed it since then, so it's much shorter, thank God. And I was very much in love with the mod look. I loved early Beatles stuff. So this is another attempt at the makeup, at the outfit, a kind of Mary Quant style outfit, if you will. I'm wearing a little red beret. I think that's very cute. It matches the colour, the red in the dress perfectly. And I think it's a very nice little touch, especially since I didn't really know how to backcomb yet. So, and I still don't really know. I just kind of like until it works, but that's cute. I love the mini dress actually. A little keyhole here, very of the time. And tricolour, or 4 colours if you want to count white as a colour. I thought it was very cute. Primary colours were very in. I really was so happy with this dress. and a little yellow raincoat with it. I don't know where that's from. Oh my god, you need to see Rumpy right now. The raincoat I think is really cute too. It's got that very swinging London kind of look. And then these horrible white go-go boots that everyone has from, I don't know, some kind of costume shop at some point. My hair actually looks gorgeous, can I just say. I miss when my hair was long and healthy and happy and everything was right in the world. Curly and nice. But it's still healthy, it's just been bleached to shit. So anyways, obviously the hair doesn't necessarily match the look, but I'm also a strong believer in you don't need to have, you know, dead straight hair or anything like that to do a 60s look well. So I'm not knocking off any points. The makeup was a good try as well. I've got those eyelashes on, painted on. I did like 4 and they're not even eyelash shape. They're just circular, question mark. But they're cute. I really like it. Did my best. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Why not? Okay, so this outfit, I'm not gonna have many notes because I still wear pretty much the exact same thing now. This is I posted this a day before my birthday in 2019, and first of all, you can tell the Beatles infatuation is strong at this point. Firstly, because I'm standing next to this huge Paul McCartney painting in the National Portrait Gallery in London. I'm wearing a Baker Boy cap in the style of John Lennon, thank you. Black turtleneck, and in every video I will say black turtleneck, staple piece. If you want to dress 60s, that's the way to do it. The easiest way, you know. Tartan skirt, I don't know where this is from, probably TK Maxx as well, but I still have it to this day. Some yellow tights. I don't wear bright color tights as much, but I feel like maybe I should bring that back. And I'm actually wearing some horrible little black loafery flats shoes, if I can get pictures somewhere. I would probably do boots with them now. And I have this like big black coat which I really loved. It was very like Beatles in Dublin or Liverpool when it was really cold in 1964. I liked that kind of look. So this outfit, 10 out of 10, I still wear it to this day. It's a couple days before I start college, so sixth form college. I was finally, are you listening? I was finally blonde and hair is hairing. I finally kind of learned how to do my hair how I wanted. This is a shirt from my mum. It did not really fit me very well. It kind of gave the 60s vibe I was after, with a bit of like a Peter Pan collar and like a floral print. And I wanted some kind of black pinafore dress over the top, but I didn't have one of those, so I just used like a black vest, like a tank top, and then a black very tight pencil-y sort of skirt. It did the job, and I really love this outfit. I think I just wore some of my mum's shoes with it, some white shoes that also didn't really fit me, but I love this outfit so much. I also wore it on my first day in sixth form. I thought it was the bee's knees. So if I was to do this now, I would wear a dress rather than those two pieces, and maybe, you know what, it's not too bad. I don't think I actually have too many notes from this. I'm gonna give it a 9, an 8 or 9. If it just fit better, then maybe. This outfit I loved at the time. So I was in the height of my Patty Boyd obsession, as was the fashion of the time, and I wanted to do something a little bit like 60s editorial kind of magazine little look. And I loved the special bonnets and hats that they wore in the 60s. I thought they were so cute. I had no idea where to find one of those, or I still didn't really have many vintage clothes in general, if like maybe 5 pieces, maybe less than that. I got this hairband type hat, which is kind of, you know, in that like Eastern European sort of way, halo sort of band. And I just put it around the front to kind of make it look like a hood. I have black, not a turtleneck, but a mock neck kind of situation, and some spotty wide leg trousers from my mother. And I thought this was so cute. I was like, yes, I'm so Patty Boyd. Like, I thought it was so cute. I still love this. I really want to redo it. I have a proper bonnet now, but even just that thing I still have, and I might still use that, even though it looks a bit stupid because there's nothing on the back. But it is too cute. 10 out of 10 from Connie to Connie. What I just said before was actually a lie. I didn't have any vintage pieces yet. Now that I'm looking at this picture, this I remember is my first vintage piece. My sister bought it for me from eBay. She was like the whole reason I could really like get into everything, because she was always right there like, yes, queen, do it. This is a 1960s romper. It was much too big for me. It barely fit, but so I put like a belt on there. I cinched that, but I loved it. It was flower power, it was groovy, it was psychedelic, it was everything that I wanted that I could not find. So I was so excited. I had bell sleeves, short, orange lining. It was gorgeous for me. And looking at it now, if it fit tight, I would like it. But there's a lot going on in this outfit that doesn't really make sense. So let's go through. Romper, okay, cute. We've got the belt, that works pretty well. Okay. The white boots, of course, that classic, very scuffed go-go boot. Not that I have anything against that. I'm pretty sure I still own some like that. But, you know, it was when you first start dressing vintage, I feel like you put those boots with everything just to say like, hey, like this is a 60s look, by the way. I have another one of those hat things, kind of looks like a dead animal. I don't really know if it matches. I'm kind of going for like a late summer, autumn thing, but it's like a 1968 kind of look, but with like 66 kind of boots. And I know that might seem like that doesn't matter, but when you know vintage very well, all these things kind of like, you know, So also these earrings were just some daisies that I just like glued onto some earrings, which are kind of cute. I think it kind of goes a little cliche with it, the daisy earrings and the boots. And I'm not really sure what the weather is, what time of year this outfit is really made for, but I didn't do a bad job. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm really eating with the poses, to be honest, so I think it's cute. Maybe it's fun that it doesn't make 100% sense, because a lot of the 60s things didn't do that. So at this point, it is December 2019. I'm really starting to, a year into my journey, I'm really starting to understand what works for me, how I can make things look authentic vintage, without still having many pieces. So this outfit I really liked. I think it really gives like 1966, 65 England autumn magazine core, if that's like a thing. So this is a little plaid dress. I don't know where this is from. I don't even remember what happened to it. It's very cute. It's got little buckles. I think it's very, very 60s looking, very English. Black turtleneck underneath, you already know. White tights, some little Mary Jane type shoes. Hair, immaculate. Looks amazing. Yes, I've got that far off look in my eye, you know. Posing is cute. I really love this. This is my like deep down in my soul, this kind of mod look will always be my favorite, and I always come back to it. So it's not too dissimilar from the other outfits I showed, but I just wanted to show this one. 10 out of 10. Okay, so this was an outfit from February 2020. I went with my friends Lizzie and the Maya dancers to London to just have a little meetup, do some photos, and I was still very young at this point. They all knew vintage, you know, they'd been doing that, and they all looked amazing. When I saw them, I was literally gagged. I was like, these girls are like my gods, you know. Still are. So this outfit, I have this very pretty purple velvet. We were also all dressing as album covers, and I chose Magical Mystery Tour because of course I did. This crushed velvet dress, it was quite, you know, 68 style. It didn't fit 100% perfectly. I still really loved it. And then with yellow tights, I'm guessing because of the Magical Mystery Tour album, like the colors. I recently did recreate the Magical Mystery Tour and all Beatles albums as outfits if you want to see this video. But okay, like the yellow and the dark purple, and then I had like bright, like mauve kind of coloured shoes. I love these shoes. These are my mom's, but altogether, I don't know. And this Afghan coat I used to love. Problem is, because I had so much, I had bell sleeves on, the bell sleeves tucked into the sleeves underneath, so it got all like it was basically all stuffed in there, and the sleeves looked a bit silly, but I loved that coat. I wore that all the time. My hair, I didn't really do anything to, I don't think, so I would give this one maybe like a 6, because I didn't like, it was a go at a later 60s kind of look, and I don't think it's really eating. I don't know the specifics, but it's not the vibe to me, I don't think. I think I knew at the time as well. I was like, it will do. I don't really have anything else, so I'll have to do. And just to finish off the video, I'm looking at December 2020, and this was a jumpsuit I got for Christmas. I love this jumpsuit. I still have it. This is from Boogie Child. I feel like in these photos you can really see that I've come into myself. You know, I know some poses, I know, you know, how to style an outfit. I'm still wearing those bloody go-go boots though, but I think it works quite well with this. Can't lie, I think it works well. Hair looks good. Makeup, I finally learned how to properly do it. I think with COVID and everything, I had time to just sit down and practice the makeup and just figure out my style. So the COVID time really helped me to figure that out. But this outfit is so perfect, didn't overdo anything. It's inspired by Barbara Boucher's Towelin jumpsuit from the late 60s, and I think this is so cute. My sister got this for me for Christmas and I almost cried. I love it. I love the colours in it. I love the soft velvety feel, the covered buttons. I need to wear this more. I love this. So thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you did enjoy. Do let me know if you want to see a video where I recreate these outfits in my current clothes or restyle them. Some of the pieces I still have, so maybe just recreating them as best I can. I think that would be pretty fun to do. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the support throughout the years. I really love it, this whole community, more than ever, and I'm so grateful for you all. So have a great rest of your week, and love you lots. Jelly tot.